The world's premiere for The Little Mermaid took place in Hollywood last night.
So amazing to be able to play this iconic role. I feel honored to be here today. I'm so grateful that everybody's going to be able to watch it all together, and I just cannot wait, honestly.
I think everything is like you can love something and realize it could need a little zhuzh or need to come into the modern world, and I think it's great. And especially we had the fellow that wrote it, and he was like, yeah, let's do it. So if Alan Menken says it's okay, it's okay.
The highly anticipated movie stars Halle Bailey as the title character and Melissa McCarthy as Ursula. The live-action remake business has made Disney $1 billion globally. Joining us now is publicist and global travel, culture, and entertainment writer Tenille Clarke, who was actually at the Hollywood premiere last night. So Tenille, what was it like attending the Little Mermaid premiere?
It was a fantastic, fabulous experience. I think the most incredible part of that blue carpet experience was seeing the steel pans playing for everyone to hear and to see. And, you know, steel pan culture is something indigenous to Trinidad and Tobago, where I am from, the only instrument created in the 21st century. So just to see that front and center and having that as the first point of cultural interest for this Little Mermaid premiere experience was just phenomenal and very heartwarming for me as a Trinbagonian.
You're one of the lucky few people who have now seen the film before its global release. How did you like it?
I absolutely loved it. Listen, I think that if they don't sweep the next year's award cycle, it's going to be a miracle. Halle Bailey is such a phenomenal performer and storyteller. I remember the director said prior to the movie being introduced that she was the first person to audition for the role, and she set the bar so high that anybody else that came in the auditions afterwards simply could not match to the expectations that she set out. So she was perfect for the role. She was perfect in the role. Her supporting cast, shout out to Melissa McCarthy as well as Ursula, because I think people do not realize how powerful of an actress she is, and she really lived up to the hype as well.
We know that Disney made a lot of changes with the live-action film that differ from the original animated one. Do you think audiences will like or appreciate the changes?
I think that they definitely will. We live in an era where technology is ever evolving, and the CGI experience, I think it's something that people will really warm up to, particularly the Gen Zers that are really the champions of this particular era. So definitely just having that very 4D, 5D experience with the fish and, you know, Sebastian and Flounder, and just seeing everything come to life like that, it's just phenomenal. And I mean, I was under the age of 10 when the original film came out in 1989. So I have very clear memories of what that experience was like then. And I think that this generation will now be able to hold on to an experience that is for them.
And part of what made the animated movie so successful was, of course, the music. We know Halle Bailey is also a singer. So how was the music in this new film?
The scoring was, again, it's going to be very difficult for me to look towards the award season and not seeing a clean sweep for them, because the scoring from the entire team, the adaptations that they made, just the power behind her voice. For example, for when she did the adaptation for Part of Your World, in the original film, I got a sense of hope when Jodie sang that tune, but from Halle, you got this real sense of despair and longing and wanting to, you know, live life on her own terms. So that's the real power of storytelling. When you're able to convey those sentiments through song, it means that you're a master at your craft.
Thanks so much for chatting with us, Tenille.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate it, and I encourage everyone to see The Little Mermaid when it comes out on May 26th.